come right out the blue.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Chokehold on. But anyway, I want to talk about how the TNA tag title picture has just stagnated totally. Like, since Beer Money got the belts, they don't really be defending them. And like, okay, yeah, fine. Motor McShitty Machine Guns did have a tight ass 5 series matches with them last year.
Yeah.
But that was last year, and I missed one of them too. And they was all marquee matchups too. So it was like, all right, check this out. Right? So, I mean, that's real cool that all that happened. But now one dude is hurt, the other dude is hurt. So what they gonna do is they gonna team up the two dudes that I think are the better guys on the team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If these teams was rockers, Alex Shelley would definitely be Shawn Michaels, and so would James Storm.
So basically, we're gonna have two Shawn Michaels in the ring as tag team. So yes, I can see that.
And see, I ain't gonna front. Like, I've been sitting watching everything that came out because I obviously have a life at different times. Okay, and I can't be paying attention to wrestling all the goddamn time and everything that come on TV or that's in the news or whatever fucking shitty movie comes out or whatever fucking song Justin Bieber's singing this week or whoever's singing with him and shit, so whatever. But it's like, you know, this is June, so Slammiversary's coming up this month.
Right.
And they all hyping up, it's Slammiversary. It's like, man, look. The Slammiversary gonna be like the last. I tell you what, they could take half of the last pay-per-view that they did and a half of the one before, and TNA will have a good pay-per-view. So and it's not like the pay-per-views have been bad. It's just like they've been kind of lackluster, just like WWE's. Because I tell you what, the last half of the last TNA and the half of the last one a month before was better than WrestleMania.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
Yeah.
And like I said, the 6 weeks leading up to WrestleMania, them motherfuckers worked their asses off. When the show happened, it was like, for real, dude.
Like the storyline led to this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then it's
like, disappointed. You have to be.
And then the thing about it is, okay, they did the draft and shit, and then they did the pay-per-view right after the draft so everybody could get their little business done with or whatever. It was like, it was an instant way to end a lot of feuds. It wasn't going nowhere anyway. Yeah. You know, like, pay-per-views are supposed to be the culmination of all that shit.
Everything, the whole storyline coming to an end right now, and we're going to start another new feud.
And my whole thing is this. It's like, for as fresh as it's been, for real, the Jeff Jarrett, Kurt Angle matches, because, like I said, I don't give a shit what nobody says. Jeff Jarrett is a hell of a fucking wrestler. He always put on a good-ass show. Like, whether he was fighting Raven, or whether he was fighting Ron Killings, or whoever he was wrestling against, Christian, whoever. He was putting up a hell of a goddamn good fight. Like, his matches, I thought like consistently have been good with whoever he's in a match with. So kudos to Jeff Jarrett, but I think that this last feud has sucked. Yeah. And it's not the wrestling that sucks; it's the shit around.
Thank you. That's what I was about to say about the shit around being, you know, the build up, the storyline, and everything. You know, it's like, okay, we're over this by now. Okay, I mean, now what you're going after is his Olympic gold medal.
Dude, this is like why you don't put the belt on Kane.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said before, it's going to be 6 months of lights, and Katie Vick might show back up. You never know.
Who knows?
But this is like, it's beyond the point of being ridiculous now. It's like, okay, first it started out, y'all was fighting over just each other. It wasn't even about Karen. It ain't never been about her. She's just in it. She ain't even fucking woman, dude.
She's just there.
For real. She's not even woman. It's like, why are you even here?
Occupying a space.
That's it. That's it. They could be using this time. I hope that when this is done, they gonna use this time for something else. Yeah. I'm hoping that this next match, I'm like, okay, Kurt Angle got beaten the first two. Then he had a tag match, a mixed tag match that him and China won, right? Yeah. Then he's going to have another goddamn match. I can't even remember what it is at this point. It don't care.
It don't even matter.
That's how much That's how much I don't care. Yeah. It's like there's a dead horse outside the impact zone, and y'all need to stop beating
it. Yeah, because everyone to beat the shit out of this horse by now, all right?
It's done. It's fucking done. So, like, I'm glad that this is about to be over with, and the next time we see Jeff Jarrett in the match, I hope it's against a fat Raven. So, with that being said, I can say it like this for real: all the title pictures suck at TNA. Yeah, because the TV belt ain't going nowhere, and nobody gives a shit about it anyway.
The X Division belt ain't doing shit right now because it's on the Abyss, and it's like, of course, he wrote himself into that, but who cares?
Yeah, and then it's like, even if he didn't, The whole thing behind it is the exhibition is supposed to set them apart from all
All
these
the
other organizations out there.
Mhm.
But you know what? A lot of times ROH's whole show is like that.
Yeah.
Go figure. It's just I think that, you know, I'm not trying to do a comparison right now, but
No.
I mean, you might as well. Is that WWE is just more dramatic because it's like it's far away camera views, it's lots of people,
Mhm.
it's this big booming, echoing voice, and all this
Yeah.
pyro that you can feel and shit when you sitting out there. That's what that experience is.
Right.
And when you go see a TNA show or any type of smaller independent
Mhm.
promotions, whatever, it's a different feel. It's like,
Mhm.
man, I can't take this serious.
You get the feel that you've been there before. It's like almost deja vu again.
That's what I'm saying. See, my whole thing is this: like back in the day, when they used to do feuds and shit, and people's family was involved in it. Like
Mhm.
I seen enough of them to be like, oh man, that's kind of real,
Yeah.
But now looking at it, it's like, man, it's all a bunch of bullshit
Yeah.
because like they don't do the shit where they try to throw your like a wife and kids in and shit
Yeah.
no more because it's like it's a different thing. And if they do, it's like it's CM Punk in your kid's face like happy birthday,
Yeah,
or whatever.
that was actually kind of tight though, man. That's actually kind of tight to start that
That's
little
what
feud
that is.
off.
It's never it's never like I'm gonna do this to Bill McGillicuddy. Watch
Yeah.
out, drop a blue. Oh my God, that's real. Oh shit, he really broke her arm. You know what I'm saying? But that's what that comes down to. It's like the whole aesthetic and the dramatic,
Build
purpose
up or
of
whatever.
this shit. This is theater.
Yeah.
This is theater.
Yeah.
And for all the people out there that be watching wrestling that, oh man, it's all bullshit. Look, I see wrestling like real life. You got your baby faces, you got your heels, okay? Sometimes the people like the bad guys
guys,
more
yeah.
than they like the good guys. And I tell you what else, I always like the bad guys
Mhm.
more than the good guys. This goes back to the day of G.I. Joe and Karate Kid. I'm telling you, like you can't remember shit that Daniel did in Karate Kid except for getting fucked up. Right? But you can remember Cobra Kai. Sweep the leg, Mr. Lawrence.
Sweep the leg.
Do you have a problem with that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You can't remember. I can't remember. All that you did was cry. And this me, I'm saying you
get rolled down the hill on the bicycle.
I'm paying your fences. And all he did was cry and play. You can't remember shit he did, but all you can remember.
Cobra Kai. And they just run by, boom, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. They tell like the whole story.
Yeah.
That movie taught you camaraderie.
Yeah.
Okay, it's better than DC Universe Online. That's what I'm talking about. This shit teaches motherfuckers camaraderie back in the day. Like we all gotta be dressed up the same and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was a kid, they had a Cobra Kai like little kids outfit, and I got one of them motherfuckers too. I used to love that shit back in the day, man. That was that shows you. It's just like look, that's my whole point. Heels make the faces.
Yep.
It's just like the whole John Cena thing, man. We watched fucking Super Cena for the last 10 goddamn years, literally.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like I said, the only good matches I can remember him in was the ones in the beginning when he was talking about some basic thugonomics and shit like that, which he's about to go back to.
Yeah.
But like I said, we doing WWE later, but like I said, there ain't gonna be no comparison, and we went off into a tangent and shit.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. That's really what it is and what it comes down to. There is no drama in wrestling anymore.
Nah, it's not.
It's these cookie cutter matches and for real, I don't give a shit what nobody says. Vince Russo needs to be taken out, hung up by his toes, and beaten with a kendo stick made out of Slim Jims. For real. Okay? Or just beaten with Slim Jims. Because like he just most of the shit that comes out of TNA is mirrors everything.
It's recycled.
That wrestling's done for the past 30 years.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember, okay, you got all these different people, all these different attitudes, all this different influence in this business. Because we gotta wrap this one up.
Right.
Because okay, you got Bischoff. He was in AWA and WWE and TNA and this motherfucker. Yeah. Right. So he's got the gamut of how this shit works, as well as Hulk Hogan, AWA. He's been everywhere, right? Yeah. And then you got Mick Foley. He's been all around to the independents, and Jeff Jarrett's been all around to the independents and the USWA and this champ and that champ, right? You got all these different people that can put in all this, the input, all this different knowledge and stuff. And it's like, what are you doing? You can make this show so much better than trying to just keep doing these matches where it's all marquee and it's all people that we don't want to see. It's you done built up all these people for the last 10 years. you know, to do this Slammiversary and to do these pay-per-views. And I just feel that you have like a lot of aspects that shit down, because it's like the fans are clamoring for the X division to come back and shit, because
it's what set it apart basically from its competition.
Yeah, like you can have a cruiserweight belt in your division, I mean in your promotion, but you can't have an X division title. That's ours.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's just like you might as well have a cruiserweight belt, because you got all these cruiserweight people around.
And you ain't pushing them.
Yeah, you ain't pushing them. You really not. Like the people you should be pushing, because we done seen AJ Styles in the X division when he was skinnier.
Yeah.
We done seen all this stuff. So, you know, since we're going to wrap this one up, like I said, just you can work on a lot of stuff.